now let's welcome your host, Henry Kelly.
Indeed. Welcome again to Going for Gold, the European quiz programme. 14 countries competing, with contestants from all those 14 countries to try for that coveted title of European Quiz Champion. Now, if you've been watching, you'll know that already this week, into our heat final for later on in the week, we have Pia Olsen from Sweden and we have Mike Piquet from Germany. You've seen today's contestants. Any one of them could be the eventual champion. If they are, they can win this.
The series winner will fly to Seoul in Korea and spend 2 weeks discovering this fascinating country, enjoying the delights, sights and atmosphere of Southeast Asia's unique culture. An experience to remember, and you'll be there as athletes from all over the world strive to win gold. Accommodation, all meals and tickets to final events and the fabulous closing ceremony are included. A great prize for the series winner of Going for Gold.
Yes, that is an absolutely terrific prize. Well, as I said, we already have 2 winners this week. They'll go into the heat final on Thursday. Now we're looking for 2 more winners, 1 today, 1 tomorrow. We are down to 5 contestants. We had 7 at the start of the week. Now, as you know, we play an elimination round to begin with. Hands on the buzzers. Contestants, by now you know the rules. If you think you know the answer, buzz in. I want 4 of you to go into the first round proper. You ready? Let's go. Who am I? I was born in Wales in 1914 and I died in 1953. Wales provided me with the Republic of Ireland.
Dylan Thomas.
Dylan Thomas is absolutely correct. The Republic of Ireland, you're in the first round. Woo. Absolutely excellent. We need 3 more to go into the first round proper. Hands on the buzzers again, contestants. What's my name? I'm a process invented by a French boy. 3 years after his birth, the boy was blinded in an accident. And when he was 10, he entered the National Institute for the Blind in Paris. When he was 15, he encountered a method of sending messages at night. Scotland.
Morse code?
Is not the correct answer. Netherlands.
Braille.
Braille is the correct answer I was looking for. Well done, and you're in the first round. OK. From Scotland, Denmark and from England, I need 2 more of you to go into the first round proper. Who are we? We are a group of rock singers, all born in the early 40s. We originally numbered 6 boys, and we called ourselves the Quarrymen. But by 1960, we became 4 and acquired our famous name. We all sing and we played different musical instruments. 2 of us, Scotland.
The Beatles?
The Beatles is correct, Scotland. Well done. You're in the next round. Well done. All right, it's between Denmark and England for today's final place in the first round. What's my name? I'm a sport. The French called me the game of the palm because they batted a ball back and forth across a net with their hands. In 1873, an Englishman is supposed to have introduced the modern version of me using rackets. In 1900, Denmark.
Tennis?
Tennis is correct, Denmark, and you're in the first round. Oh, England, don't worry, you didn't make it today, but you will have 1 final chance tomorrow. And that means that now the Republic of Ireland, Netherlands, Scotland and Denmark, I'm going to go over and join them because they're all going for gold. Come with us. Well, there they are, our 4 contestants who are into the first round proper here today. Claus, Bob, Cees and Caroline. They've almost all been here before. Klaus Jensen from Denmark. Did you get this far yesterday?
Oh, no, yes, but it was a bad round.
It was a bad round for you, right?
I don't think I got any points.
Oh, well, never mind. See if you can improve today, Klaus, and the very best of luck to you.
I'll try.
OK. Bob Cooper from Scotland. You've been this far before, have you?
Yes, once.
Just the once. Yeah. How about today? Anything special to say to me today?
Nothing in particular. I'd just like to say hello to the girls from Alan.
To the girls? Who are the girls?
Twin girls.
You have twin girls. Isn't that lovely? How old are they?
8.
8. All right. To the twin Cooper girls, hello from all of us, and the best of luck to Dad in today's competition. OK. And, of course, our kite-flying Cees from the Netherlands. Cees, you've been here before, haven't you? You've gone even...
twin girls.
You've no twin girls? Oh, you could get ample compensation by doing well in today's competition, Cees, OK? And what can I say about Caroline? Caroline Lehan from Cork in the Republic of Ireland, twice a finalist already this week. Do you think, are you keeping the fingers crossed, Caroline, for today?
Yeah, and the toes.
And the toes are crossed as well. All right, well, contestants, you know by now how this particular stage of the competition is played. The questions are in categories. They'll be worth 1, 2 or 3 points, depending on how you select. I'm looking for 3 winners to go through to the next round. The first 3 of you to reach 6 points will do that very thing. Hands on the buzzers, general knowledge for 1 point. Who would you love if you were a narcissist? Klaus.
Yourself.
Yourself, you would indeed. For 1 point, you're off the mark. Klaus, the category is places. Select.
2.
A 2-point question. The main ferry terminal for tourist traffic from Italy to Greece is situated in which case?
Brindisi.
Brindisi is correct, and that gives you 2 points. All right, Case. The category is prisons. Select.
1 point, please.
1-point question on prisons. Which German prisoner of war camp, beginning with a C, was the site of many daring escapes during war? Bob.
Colditz.
Colditz is correct. Gets you off the mark with a point. The category is earthquakes. Select.
2, please.
A 2-point question on earthquakes. The disastrous San Francisco earthquake of 1906 was caused by movement along which fault? Caroline.
San Andreas.
San Andreas fault is correct, Caroline. Gives you 2 points. The category is tools and implements, Caroline. Select.
1.
1-point question on tools and implements. What tool do we use to turn screws and drive them into place? Bob.
Screwdriver.
A screwdriver, we do. We do. Bob, that takes you to 2. The category is herbs. How are you on them? Will you select?
Yeah, I think I better have a 1 there.
A 1-point question on that. All right. What herb, beginning with M, is used to flavour chewing gum? And Bob.
Marjoram.
Is not the correct answer. Caroline.
Mint.
Mint is the other one with M, and you're right. And it takes you to 3, Caroline. And the category is now Spain. Select.
2.
You're not, well, you're fairly good, you think, on Spain. In which Spanish city would you find the Prado? Case.
Madrid.
Madrid is the correct answer for 2 points. Oh, Case, it takes you on to 4. The category is games. Select.
2 points,
2
please.
for a win. How many years pass between each occurrence of the Olympic Games? Bob.
4 years.
4 years is correct, Bob. Takes you to 4. And the category is first aid. Select.
2.
2 points for a win for either you or Case. What name do we give to the hanging bandage suspended from the neck? Bob.
Traction.
Is not the correct answer. Case.
Mitella.
Is not the correct answer either. The word I was looking for on the card was sling. So we go back to a general knowledge question for 1 point. What country's national anthem is called the Marseillaise? Bob.
France.
France is the correct answer, Bob. Bob, that's taken you up to 5. The category is cities. Select.
1 point, please.
You just need a 1 point for a win. Paris stands on which river? Caroline.
The Seine.
The Seine is correct, Caroline. Takes you to 4. The category is space, Caroline. Select.
1.
A 1-point question. That'd give Bob a win, but not you or Case. What was the name of the space shuttle which exploded in 1986? Bob.
Columbia.
Is not the right answer. Caroline.
Challenger.
Challenger is correct, Caroline. Takes you to 5. The category is monuments. Select.
1.
Just the 1 point. Under which Parisian monument did victorious allies pass? Bob.
The Arc de Triomphe.
Is the correct answer. You've gone to 6 and you're in the next round. Okay. All right, an interesting situation here. We're back to general knowledge for 1 point, which could give Caroline a win. What name is given to the edible stalked fungus with umbrella-like caps? Caroline.
Mushroom.
Mushroom is correct, Caroline. You're in the next round. Good girl. Good girl. So now we have Case and Klaus. Klaus, you're a bit behind. You're on the 1 point. We've Case and Klaus for that last place in the next round. Hands on the buzzers again, chaps. In Greek mythology, what one thing would you find protruding from the forehead of a cyclops? Klaus.
1 eye.
Correct, Klaus. Takes you to 2. The category is revolutions. Select.
1.
Just the 1 point. What revolution began in Petrograd in March 1970? Case.
The Russian
The
Revolution.
Russian Revolution is correct, Case. That's taken you on to 5. The category is countries. Select.
2, please.
A 2-point question. In 1588, what country's navy defeated the... Klaus.
Spain.
Is not the right answer. Case, what country's navy defeated the Spanish Armada?
The Dutch English combined fleet.
Case, unfortunately, that is incorrect. You're right that there was a Dutch presence there, but in fact the country's navy I was looking for was England. So we're back to a general knowledge question for 1 point. You're on 5, Klaus, you're on 2. In what European country could you attend Sunday services with the Vienna Boys Choir? Case.
Austria.
Austria is the correct answer, Case. The point that you needed, and you're in the next round. Well done indeed. Klaus, that means we're very sorry to leave you, but don't worry, you will have one more chance tomorrow.
I'll
We'll
try
see
and
you
be
then.
back again.
Okay. And that means, of course, now it's time to get one step closer to finding today's champion. As on Going for Gold, we play 4 in a row. Right, contestants, here we go with 4 in a row. This is a solo round. It's just you against the clock. Now, Bob, you got into the round first. Let me show you the categories that are available. They are maritime history, the 60s, music and modern writers. Bob, which category would you like?
Ooh, the 60s, please, Henry.
The 60s. All right, Bob. Will you come and join me here, please? And I'll explain to you how 4 in a row works. You know how 4 in a row works now, don't you?
Yes.
Have you got this far before
I've
this
never
week?
got 4 in a row, though.
No, you've never got 4 in a row. All right, well, let me explain for anybody who doesn't know that your aim is to score 4 in a row. You will score 1 point for each question that you answer correctly, but a wrong answer, it takes you all the way back down to 0 again. So let's put 40 seconds on the clock for you, Bob. Right. You'll have all that 40 seconds to answer correctly 4 in a row. If you don't get the full 4, we will credit you with your highest score. Bob, are you ready on the 60s?
Yes.
Your time starts now. What event of world significance occurred in Dallas, Texas on the 22nd of November 1963?
The assassination of Kennedy.
Correct. In June 1967, the Beatles released worldwide a classic LP. What is it called?
Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band.
Exactly. The film The Misfits in 1961 saw the final appearance of which female film star?
Marilyn Monroe.
Correct. What medical feat was accomplished for the first time in Cape Town, South Africa on December the 3rd, 1967?
A heart transplant.
Is correct, Bob. And now you've scored 4 in a row.
Thank you, Henry.
Good man. Caroline, which category would you like?
Music, I think.
You'll take music. Caroline, will you come and join me here, please, for your 4 in a row, your solo round, you against the clock. On music, we will put 40 seconds on that clock for you now. You'll have the full 40 seconds to answer correctly 4 in a row, or we'll give you your highest score. Are you ready, Caroline? Your time starts now. The composer of the Well-Tempered Cavalier and the Goldberg Variation was Johann Sebastian who?
Strauss.
Is not correct. Bach. Beginning with B, what is the name of the composer whose only opera was called Fidelio? It's Beethoven. What was the nationality of the composer Joseph Haydn?
German.
No, he was Austrian. The sonatos of Domenico Scarlatti expanded the technical possibilities of which keyboard instrument?
Piano.
The harpsichord. The Israeli-born violinist known for his brilliant virtuoso technique is Itzhak who? I need an answer, Caroline. Caroline is Perlman. Who composed the New World Symphony?
Dvorak.
He did. Oh, Caroline, not so good today. You didn't score the 4 in the row, just the 1 point, Caroline. Very bad luck. Right, Case, you have 2 categories left to you. Which one will you have?
The maritime history.
Maritime history. Case, will you come and join me here, please, for your 4 in a row? You can look at the scores. You see that Bob already has 4 in a row. He's into the next round. Caroline only scoring 1 point correctly. If you score 1, you're in a tie with her. 2, you're in the final. Case, on maritime history, we'll put 40 seconds on the clock for you. All 40 seconds available to answer 4 in a row correctly. If not, we'll give you your highest score. Your time starts now. Which luxury passenger liner, considered unsinkable, sank on its maiden voyage in 1912?
Titanic.
It did. What device, usually of metal, is attached to a ship or a boat by a chain and lowered to the seabed to hold the vessel?
Anchor.
It is. Scurvy is a disease which dogged sailors throughout history. It's caused by a dietary lack of which vitamin?
A.
No, it's C. Admiral Nelson defeated the French at Trafalgar. Off the coast of which country was the battle fought?
Spain.
Correct. If a flag is flown at half-mast, what's it a sign of?
Somebody died.
Yes, that will do.
Death.
Mourning. What ships, starting with L, do we associate with the Vikings? Need an answer? Oh, Cass, I needed an answer. I was looking for long boats or long ships. You didn't score 4 in a row, but I think you scored 2. Case, thank you very much indeed. Well, that means that if we look at the scores, we'll see that Caroline was only the 1 point today, although she's been in 2 finals. She didn't make it today, but Caroline, you've got 1 last chance tomorrow, and we'll see you then. Bob got his 4 in a row. Cees got 2. It means that I'm going to invite Bob and Cees to join me because they're now going for gold. Right, now we're down to it, our final round. You need 9 points to win the game, and here's how it works. I'm going to ask a question that gradually gets easier. At some stage you will know and you may buzz in, but only when it's your turn. All right, you got into this round first, Bob, so the first decision is going to be yours. If you decide to play, you'll be able to buzz in when the clock is in the big 4 zone. When it gets down there to the 3 zone, well then it will be Cees's turn and it will come back to you in the 2 zone and so on. So you've got to look upon that as really a clock. It starts counting down when I start reading the question, and each time the clock moves into another zone, the other player gets control of the game. If you're right when you buzz in, you score the number of points that are showing. Now, Bob, to help you make up your mind, the first subject is natural substances. There's an extra clue for our audience at home. It's time for you to decide, Bob, on natural substances. Will you play or pass?
I think I'll pass on that one.
You think you'll pass? All right, so that means that Cees, you now have control of the game starting. You can decide to buzz in any zone that you like when you have control of it. And remember, the clock stops when you hit the buzzer. It takes 9 points or more to win. Are you ready?
Yes.
Your time starts now. I am a mineral that has more than 2,000 uses. I am often found in the cracks and seams of certain rocks. I have many properties that make me commercially valuable, but I am chiefly used...
Salt.
Bob. Salt is not the correct answer, which means Cees, you retake control of the game and your time continues now. I'm chiefly used for such industrial applications as building materials and electrical equipment. I do not burn or easily conduct heat or electricity. Cees.
Iron.
Is not the correct answer. It means, Bob, that you have control of the game and your time continues now. It makes me very important for insulation and fireproof clothing. However, my short, we have run out of time. The answer I was looking for was asbestos. All right, Bob, you got into this round first, so the first decision is going to be yours. The subject is nature. Will you play or will you pass? There's an extra clue if you're watching at home.
Pass again, please.
You'll pass on nature. That means, Cees, that you have control of the game and your time starts now. I'm an insect whose wings beat at the rate of 1,000 times a second. There are more than 2,500 species of me, and my name comes from the Spanish for Cees.
Butterfly.
Is not the correct answer. It means, Bob, that you have control of the game and your time continues now. My name comes from the Spanish for little fly. Only my female does the biting. Bob.
Mosquito.
Is the correct answer, Bob, and it was answered in the 3 zone. Excellent. That means now, Cees, that you are playing catch-up. The subject is cinema. There's an extra clue for you watching at home on catch-up, on cinema. Will you play or will you pass, Cees?
I'll play.
You're going to play. All right. On the cinema, your time starts now. I was born in Stockholm. I made my first motion picture in 1922, playing the part of a bathing beauty. In 1925, I went to the United States and starred in 24 films for MGM. Cees.
Greta Garbo.
Greta Garbo is the correct answer in the 4 zone. Which means, Bob, now it's the boot is on the other foot. Bob, you are playing catch-up. The subject is famous Europeans. There's a clue for you watching at home. Bob, will you play or pass?
Pass again,
You're
please.
going to pass. Famous Europeans. Over to Cees. We shall see whether that was the right decision or not to make. Your time starts now. I was born in 1483 and died in 1546. Entering university, I studied law, but 4 years later I decided to enter a monastery. Ordained as a priest, I studied for my doctorate and was appointed professor of theology, a position I held until my death. I am Bob.
St. Columbus.
Is not the correct answer. That means, Cees, you have control of the game again, and your time continues now. I am famous for my 95 theses nailed to the church door in Wittenberg, known as Cees.
Martin Luther.
Martin Luther is the correct answer in the 2 zone, which takes you to 6. Bob, you are playing catch-up. The subject is geography. There's a clue for you watching at home. On geography, Bob, will you play or will you pass?
I think I'll play this time.
You'll play this time on geography. All right. Your time starts now. I am a city that stands nearly 1.5 miles above sea level. I am situated in a valley surrounded by mountains, and I am built on a spongy soil. About 1325 AD, the Aztec Indians founded their capital where I am now located. I am the largest city in the Western Hemisphere. Cees.
Mexico City.
Mexico City is absolutely right, Cees, which means that you've got to the 9 points and you're today's winner. You're in this week's heat final tomorrow, and you've also won this memento of your achievements, which is exclusive to winning contestants on Going for Gold. Congratulations, Cees. Very well done indeed. Hard luck, Bob. You didn't quite make it today, but it's Going for Gold. You'll have one last chance tomorrow. And of course, you'll have another chance tomorrow to join me here when once again, with all the contestants, we'll all be going for gold. Bye-bye. Well done indeed, guys. Well done.
Challenge is full of action. Tonight it's all about to kick off again at Mount Midoriyama. Another tournament gets underway as we bring you the new series of Ninja Warrior from 10. And Challenge is the home of TNA in the UK, so join us for the latest Impact Wrestling on Sunday from 9.
Produced in association with Super Channel and the BBC, Going for Gold is a Reg Grundy production.